On Sunday, we'll start from there. We stand in this rejoice. In this, do what? Let me ask you a question. You now look out for what you should rejoice over. Huh? Is it not? Are you here with me? He says, notwithstanding, river to cast out. Are you a thief? You know, he was rebuking them over unclean spirits. And so the Bible says when they came back, they were rejoicing. And Jesus will burst their bubbles. He will say to them, notwithstanding in this, rejoice not. That the Spirit, some of us don't know what it means to rejoice. Many of us don't know how to rejoice. Amen? Come on now. Amen? He says, rather do what? Rejoice. I'm coming there. Because your names are written where? Is there anyone your name is written here in heaven? Come on, anyone that his name is written in heaven. Can you just rejoice a little bit? 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 Woo! Calm down, calm down. You see, I'm going to show you, Pastor Promise reached there. I didn't know why he came back. He ran back. I didn't know why. I'm going to show you that there are, I'm running ahead of myself, but let me say this to you. The Bible that tells you to pray always, tells you to rejoice always. Do you know that if we can pray for 6 hours, we can rejoice for 6 hours? You are not following me. You are not following. The same Bible that tells you to pray without ceasing tells you to rejoice evermore. You are not following me this morning. Are you sure you are here with me? Are you sure you are here with me? Are you sure you are here with me? Are you sure you are still here with me? You know, I can tell you that until we dismiss, let's just rejoice. He was not advising, he was giving an instruction. You know that? Come, let's see how far we can go. I told you, I think it was last year or last 2 years, that the proof of salvation is found in rejoicing, in joy. The proof of salvation. A man like David in the Old Testament will say, take not what? The joy of my what? Salvation. So Jesus says to them, go back to that place. In Luke chapter 10, he says, but in this, do what? Come on, shout it, do what? Rejoice! Woo! Woo! One day, there was an issue so many years ago. And then some of my friends then gathered, Evangelist Grace and Co. And they were just pitying me. You know how you will see that and people will gather around you. And they were asking me, what is the next thing to do? Me, I don't know what the next thing to do. But I told them I know what to do. And they say, Duzine Mebeka, tell us. And I still said to them, I know what to do next. They say, what are you going to do? I said, let's just rejoice a little bit. I jumped out of their middle. These people wanted to contribute money to help me. Yeah. What do you want to do? I just break out from where they are and I was jumping around shouting. They allowed me for that madness. And after it ended, they called me. They said, what do you say you want to do? The moment they asked the question again, I ran out again. Until they stopped asking me. You know, as I was going back home, I was laughing. I refused to be dejected. Back home, the enemy will bring in that burden again, will bring that issue again, will bring the situation again, and I'll begin to laugh. 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 And I'll begin to rejoice. It was a very bad issue then. And the next day I came back to school. They said, what happened? I said, about what? They said, about yesterday now. And Jesus said, don't run again. Just stay here. And I said to her, sister, calm down. I know what to do. It didn't reach up to 6-7 days. The issue took care of itself. Yeah. And that was why until, even up to today, if you tell G about me, she will say to you, leave Pastor Dozier. That's what she will tell you. That was the reason. That was the reason. That was the reason. Say, that was Pastor Dozier. Because they were watching the thing almost destroying my life. How we turned around, they don't know. But there is something that I know. Brother Chugube read it in 2 Corinthians chapter number 2. You know,